Just as the culinary scene in Tampa is growing and expanding, the art scene in Tampa is growing and expanding.
So the Bern's Winefest 60th anniversary mural project started about a year ago, actually, in conversation.
After the hotel was built, I stepped out into the hotel porte-cochere and looked across the building and realized that the picture wasn't that pretty. The building is a historic building. It has a lot of meaning to the Bern story, yet it didn't really reflect that story. I had the idea that maybe we could do something special on it.
For the longest time when we visited Bern's or visited the Epicurean, we felt like this wall was a great way to activate Bern's, Haven, and the Epicurean.
And then Jake and Cassie presented us Tristan Eaton.
So Tristan's someone that Jake and I have been following for quite some time. We love him. We've wanted to get him to Tampa, but we had to find the right project to bring him here.
For me, as an artist, there's so much to take inspiration from. The architecture, the wallpaper, the art collection, and the people themselves. So it was really easy for me to take a lot of that visual stimulus and translate it into my art.
It's really a special experience to be able to watch an artist create such a beautiful piece of work and how his mind works. I'm not sure any of us fully understand it, and I don't know that I want to, because I feel like what comes out of his mind is this beautiful canvas.
The particular sculpture that I chose as my inspiration depicted Artemis and Bacchus, and once I got here, I learned more about Evangeline, who's kind of one of their mascots. So it's Evangeline with Bacchus riding in this big chariot, which is pulled by these 4 panthers, which is the state animal of Florida, and gives it this great drama, being pulled into the future. But then, of course, that's just my starting point. I then break it up into pieces and elements and start collaging the story into the image.
Like he picked up in the kitchen the quiet sign that
you see number 60, and it's funny because you don't really see it, but it's there. The thing that makes me the most heartfelt is having our employees' names on there, because they are a huge part of what has been in the past and going into the future.
I come to a city like Tampa, and I feel like this work of art is much more powerful here than it would be anywhere else, because the community is so much more receptive to it, and it's breaking newer ground.
And I think that it raises awareness to people. I don't even know if they've seen murals like this before. I mean, it's fine art on a wall, and I think that what David's vision was and what he wanted to bring to Tampa with us, I think has been successful.
I'm really looking forward to what's next with Bern's, because we've talked about taking this collaboration a little further. That means a lot to me, so that it's not just here, come paint a pretty picture and then move on. It's like finding a way to have something that represents what they're good at mixed with what I'm good at.
Down at the far end of the mural, you'll see Bern sort of watching over everything.
I think Bern would be totally pleased with it. It's amazing.
I mean, we are the second generation, and we hope to continue on the legacy.
All right, we're ready for the countdown.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll look today, a week from now you'll look again and you'll find something else, and a week from then you'll find another piece of Bern's Steakhouse in artwork, and it's just amazing. Cheers to 60 years.